Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brian, that is Shane, and we are talking about Doctor Strange and then Multiverse of Madness!
Marvel movie number 468.
Yes, and to be honest, when I told Shane we were going to talk about this movie, he said...
That's literally what I said. I said...
Shane barely cares about Marvel stuff at the time. No, so he cares about it when he watches it.
Yeah, see, it's weird. It's like I don't look forward to it at all, but then I watch it and I'm like, oh, it was good. You know, and then afterwards I'm like, oh, the next Marvel movie coming out. Oh, all right. I don't know what it is. I can't quite put my finger on it. I think I'm just, I don't know, dude. I was not a comic book guy, and you know, I feel like we've been doing this since Iron Man. How long have we been doing this? We've been doing this a long time, right?
It's a long time, yeah.
Like what, since the beginning of 2000s? Like what, 16 years of like covering, like, I don't know how I'm supposed to get up. Every time a movie comes out, let's get up. Come on. The end game. Okay. New Thor movie. Come on. Right. At what point do you just go, what can they possibly do that's going to entertain me more than the last thing I watched?
To be fair, Endgame was a masterpiece.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, Endgame was really, really good. Now what am I supposed to get excited about?
Right. No, and I said the same thing. Listen, I said the exact same. When I had left Endgame, I called you. Do you remember this, Shane? I called you after watching Endgame, and I said, well, that's it for Marvel. Like, you can never make a better Marvel movie. There's no one up from there. There's nowhere to go that is going to be better than what we just saw. Period. The end. Full stop. There's nothing going to be better than that. And if they want us to get excited for a phase 17 or whatever the hell the phase is now, you know, good luck, because I don't see it happening. And to be fair, I'm glad they ended it, right? Like, let's say they never do a better Marvel movie than Endgame. At least they ended it. We did get 15 movies. And to be honest, it's like watching the longest ever TV show.
Yeah, that's a good point. Why didn't they start over? Here's my question. So, like, after Endgame was over, why didn't they start over with a new Iron Man? Now, I'm not saying Iron Man specifically, but, like, a new character. Like they did with Iron Man. Just start over. And then, like, they could have brought in, like, cameo Doctor Strange or cameo other characters, but started out over again and then built up and did another Avengers type thing. And so that we got excited. Why did
I think they tried to do that.
With what?
Shang-Chi.
Okay, they gave us Shang-Chi.
They tried to do that.
Yeah,
I think the pandemic might have given us some trouble there.
That's a good point.
But also, it wasn't a super relatable story, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was the character was a very side character. So they're trying to entice us with characters that no one really cares about in the first place.
Right, that's true.
And, you know, so I think they did try to do that, but they're trying to do it with characters that no one really cares about. Probably so they can also sell comic books, maybe, I'm assuming, I don't know.
What if they had done a couple of the Eternals characters?
But the Black Widow prequel is also a mistake.
Well, I mean, I like that.
I like the movie, but if you're trying to start over, and what you said, you don't want to go back to a character that already died and talk about something that happened in the past.
That's true. They owed her that movie, though. That's why they did it. You know, there was always this promise that she would get her own standalone movie because she hadn't gotten one.
Right. Well, then they should have fulfilled that promise
they should have done that sooner. Yeah. And now that they've got this, like, well, we can do more Spider-Man, we can do more Doctor Strange, because we haven't really done a lot with them, you know. And so, but it feels like this weird, like, continuation of the story when I feel like the Endgame ended the story.
Right. I think that if they owned Spider-Man outright, I believe Spider-Man would have been their next thing to hang their hat on after Iron Man.
Okay.
But they don't own Spider-Man outright. They share them with Sony, so they literally legally can't make the cornerstone of their Marvel universe a character that they share.
Yeah, and now these three Spider-Men came together in the last movie, and now that feels like an ending.
Yeah, that was like their end game.
That was like their ending. And now we've got this Multiverse of Madness, and this is like Strange's ending?
Well, so that's what we were talking about, and I'm glad you said that, because I think that it's not Strange. I think it might be an ending to the Strange saga, no
Okay.
pun intended. However, I do believe this will be the beginning, the real beginning of the next phase of Marvel, because this is when they get to using what happened in Spider-Man and the whole multiverse issues that we're seeing in Loki and Spider-Man, all that stuff. They're going to tie that movie is going to bring all those things to the forefront, and it's going to be a way for them to snip off some bad branches to the Marvel tree and bring in branches that were forgotten from past franchises like X-Men and all that.
Yeah, I mean
they couldn't bring X-Men into the series. What's that?
They didn't snap off Wanda when they should have. They're going to continue telling her story.
No. I don't think they are. I think they're going to snip her off in this movie.
Oh, you think they'll snip her off in this one? They need to.
I think Wanda is going to be a bad guy.
Really?
Looking at the trailer, I think Wanda is going to be, and we'll look through it right now, but I think Wanda is going to be the bad guy, searching for her kids. And I think that they're going to snip her off because she wasn't meant to be here in the first place. She is part of the X-Men universe. She's not meant to be here. And I think there's
an X-Men character?
Yes. That was what was always weird about Wanda and Quicksilver, bro.
So Scarlet, wait, I thought they were two, Silver Surfer.
No, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Those are the siblings.
Oh, okay, wait. Really? Is that what that is?
Yes.
Because Quicksilver is in the X-Men.
Yes.
And so that was her brother that was in whatever, one of the first Captain Americas, right?
Right.
And that was Quicksilver?
Right.
Oh, wow. Okay. I guess I didn't see that.
Yes, so Scarlet Witch.
I thought he was another character.
No. Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. And yes, and you saw Quicksilver in the X-Men movies. So yes, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are Magneto's kids, man.
Wow, you just blew my mind, dude. Is that for real?
That's for real.
But they didn't do. Okay, I'm sorry. They didn't do that in Marvel at all.
They never explained. They never fully explained it.
They were in Russia.
No,
right?
they were orphans in Russia. Their family was a foster family.
Well, see, that's kind of a cool story. Why didn't they do that?
Right. They glossed over it because they legally couldn't until they owned Fox.
Oh, wow.
So,
why even have a character at all then?
So here's what it is. So Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are two characters that were just like Spider-Man. They sort of, Fox owned the rights to them because they're X-Men.
Right.
But Marvel can use them too because they weren't just X-Men.
Yeah.
So they had this weird sort of like, we can both use these characters kind of thing.
Yeah.
So they had to gloss over their origins because their comic book origins legitimately they're the kids of Magneto.
That is way cooler of a story than what we got.
Yes, but Marvel couldn't use Magneto until a couple years ago when they purchased Fox.
Then they shouldn't have used Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver.
Bing, bing, bing. That's the kid. Yeah, they shouldn't have used Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver because they couldn't fully actually use their characters.
See how common sense works there? It just makes,
Right. They were trying to use X-Men without using X-Men. They were trying to sort of backdoor X-Men into the MCU.
Not cool. I don't understand. It makes no sense. If you could never, it's like drinking something lukewarm. You'd rather either have it cold or hot. You don't want half-ass. I didn't even know they were X-Men characters because I assumed that they wouldn't do something that stupid.
Right. Now here's what gets crazier, Shane. Ready? There is an actual storyline from the comic books, and it's one of the greatest Marvel, most successful Marvel books that they ever released about the X-Men. Most successful Marvel X-Men storylines was a storyline called House of M. House of M being Magneto, I'm assuming.
Right.
Anyways, in House of M, the main character is Scarlet Witch.
Oh.
And because she can't find her children, and she's so distraught about everything going on, she has all these emotional issues, and she's so powerful, she decides that mutants were the cause of all of her trouble, and she says 3 words: no more mutants, in the final frame of one of the comic books. And when she says that, all the mutants in the world disappear.
Wow.
Like a Thanos snap.
Okay.
She eliminates all the mutants. And there's a world without mutants. And what did we see for 15 years of Marvel movies?
A world without mutants, right? Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
The only 2 mutants that remained
were her and her brother
in the comic book.
Okay, so why in the X-Men First Class or the rebooted X-Men movies, which I love those characters, why did Magneto's wife and daughter got killed, right?
No?
Yeah, they did. That's why he lost his fucking mind.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Excuse my French.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You're right.
That's why he lost his mind, because they killed his
right,
daughter. Like started trying to like freak out because they were going to take him away, and they
right. But Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are kids
later
of his. Yeah, later on. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
When he's already crazy Magneto.
Okay.
So
they're going to do that, but okay.
Well, she's in this movie. She's clearly. We're going to look at the trailer right now. She's clearly not in her right mind. She's upset. So they might be mixing in House of M stuff with the Multiverse of Madness, and it allows Strange and Scarlet Witch have interacted before in comic books, FYI, like a lot.
Okay.
So, and we're not gonna get super nerdy here, but what I'm saying is, if they take elements from House of M, and if she's the bad guy, it allows like Spider-Man almost sort of teed up this whole multiverse thing for Strange.
Yeah.
And Strange is going to be able to visit some of the storylines from House of M, and another one of the most popular books called The Illuminati, where there's a bunch of variants of characters like Iron Man. Another back door into bringing Iron Man back into the universe as a different character, canonically, which I think it's going to be Tom Cruise. I think Tom Cruise is going to play.
I know that came up, but I don't think that's.
No, I think he's going to play I legitimately think Tom Cruise is going to play an Iron Man variant called Supreme Iron Man.
You think in this movie coming up?
Yeah.
All right.
I think he was going to. So, the Illuminati included in the books. The Illuminati included, guess who as the head of the Illuminati? Professor X.
Oh, that makes sense. And
Iron Man
is in this movie.
And Patrick Stewart is in the movie. So the Illuminati had Professor X, Iron Man, I think it was like Black Panther, a couple characters, but I know for a fact it was Iron Man and Professor X were part of the Illuminati. And I think this is going to be a backdoor into not rebooting. The next phase will be able to bring the X-Men into the current timeline with us in some way.
Which X-Men? I mean, the fact that Patrick Stewart is here doesn't bode well for the X-Men.
Because he killed them all off at some point, right?
And that we already rebooted X-Men.
We did with First Class.
With all the other James McAvoy and
right. He was the young version of Patrick Stewart, though.
Right, that's true. I guess he's the young version. You're right. So they went back in time. So I don't know. It seems like the stories have been told so much. They're almost going to have to, I guess they're going to have to bring in new X-Men that we've never met, right?
Yeah, I mean, let me ask you a question. Do you think that for a second there isn't someone over there at Disney or Marvel, whatever, saying, "How do we get Wolverine back into the Marvel universe?"
No, of course they are. They have to. Because...
So they have to. They have to bring Wolverine into the MCU, right?
He's really done playing Wolverine. I mean, he's over it. He's done it. He was Logan. He's done it. You know what I mean? Like
he's not done, bro. Hold up.
You think they're gonna keep him playing Wolverine?
Dude, Robert Downey Jr. was done. Excuse me. I need you to see my camera. Was done playing Iron Man after Iron Man 3. He literally made sure that they wrote into the story that his breastplate was removed for Pepper Potts. Remember?
Okay.
They in the story they removed his breastplate and they fixed his heart so he doesn't need the Iron Man tech to live anymore. Right?
Right.
He was done with the character. He did his trilogy. And then Disney boop, 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 backed up the dump truck of money to his garage and started throwing gold bars at his windows until he came back for the rest of the franchise. And then he ended up being a staple of the franchise. He was in almost every movie after that in some capacity. And why is that? How in the world is the guy still Iron Man when he lost his chest plate? They just quickly wrote a little side page that, oh, maybe like, and the one he's wearing now is not like an actual present. It's just part of his costume. Oh, okay, I get it. Whatever, dude.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now, but you got to remember that Hugh Jackman has been in 10 movies as Wolverine. 10.
Right.
Okay, and he played a significant role in each of those movies. You know what I mean? You think he's going to keep going in the new Marvel?
Shane, if Disney came to you and said, here's $20 million. Like, I mean,
but he's already said it's so hard to keep his body in that shape at his age.
But he's still in that shape somehow. Look at his last red carpet. He was in that shape. He was still in shape.
I just don't know. I mean, okay, look, if they do it, great. We love him. He's the best Wolverine. He is Wolverine. There is no other Wolverine. So if they kept doing it, I'm like, hey, woo, yeah, great. But I just don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's closure with him as Wolverine.
The brilliance of the multiverse is that you can introduce variants. You can
right. So you're saying a new actor, but I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, so you can have him as the actor, and then introduce a variant, a soft and another variant of him at some point, or even in the same movie, because they're traveling through universes, so that you get your send off for him, and you also get introduction to a brand new Wolverine.
Bro,
so it's in canon.
This is why I hate these multiverse things with the comic books. This is why I hate comic books, to be honest with you, because I hate this. I hate the fact that this is a trick in order to change the character. It's all it is.
Well, yeah, and here's I'm gonna make you even more mad. The reason why the multiverse exists in both the MCU and the DCU, the purpose of them in comic books was to literally reboot everything every 10, 15 years.
Yeah, I hate that. Like, make new stuff. Get I don't know. I guess they ran out of storylines, and because it's a comic book and the character never changes, they had to do something. That's great. But you can't do that in movies. Because movies, the actors age. The actors change. I guess they just made Mark Hamill young Luke Skywalker again somehow. So I guess who knows what's going to happen. All I know is this shit's confusing. Let's move on with the video. Let's just move on with the trailer and see if we can sort some stuff.
All right, here we go.
Every night, I dream the same dream. And then...
All right, I got to stop it here real quick.
I don't know. What's happening?
All right, so the person you're seeing here, and Shane's camera's in the way. Let me just move it real quick. You see that star on her back?
Oh, it's the new Captain America female? Why are you laughing? Because I'm right. Yeah, we all know Captain America's a girl. Come on, keep going. Chris Evans, where are you? Chris Evans.
That's not.
Oh, you're doing Star Trek now. What are you doing? No, is he?
That's
he's doing
not.
The voice. I'm sorry, he's doing the voice of Captain of Lightyear, of Light, whatever the hell.
Oh, no, that's not.
Couldn't be any more Marvel movies. That would have been a pain in the butt. Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. Where's Tim Allen? Oh, he's dead. I don't know.
Oh, God. Don't even get me started with that, bro. That's so upsetting.
Bad day to make videos, I feel.
It really is. The fact that there's no Tim Allen makes no sense. Okay, anyways. Sorry. No, she's America Chavez.
Ah, all right. Sounds like a baked potato topping. I really have my cynicism in today, don't I? Goodness. What's going on?
Yeah, it's sort of like It's like a sort of like a Captain America thing, right? She's like
All right.
she's not Captain America, but she's like she has like she's a superhero and her America's in her title, whatever. She wears the Star Spangled jacket.
Yeah.
And she's LGBT and she can travel through universes.
Okay, so instead of saying on your left, is she going to say on your right?
On your infinity, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So this character can, as far as I know, she can travel through, like her powers is her ability to travel through different dimensions, right?
Cool.
And this little thing that's this monster thing is trying to trap her so they can use her ability.
All right.
Wait. I love how you care so little about this. You're like, all right, whatever.
Hey, we get a shirtless Benedict Cumberbatch. So
I'm cool with that. Guy look like he's been lifting.
Flex, baby. Ooh, there he is.
The nightmare begins.
Nightmare began. I like that shot, by the way, of his old watch all shattered.
Yeah. I like how he says, I have a dream, and then the nightmare begins.
I did what I had to do
So that's referencing Spider-Man, right?
to protect our
I don't know, I
world.
can't.
You cannot control everything, Strange.
You record Sam Raimi!
Between universes. And we don't know who or what will walk through it.
Wanda, what do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theories. He believed it was dangerous.
He believed it was dangerous. I think that's hilarious. By the way, is it me or am I the only one that keeps forgetting that this actress is in these movies? I'm forgetting her name right now too. Rachel Adams.
Rachel McAdams?
Rachel McAdams.
As Dr. Christine Palmer.
I keep forgetting that she's the love interest of Strange, right?
I mean, there was only one other movie, right?
I guess you're right. That she was in the original
Yeah.
Doctor Strange?
And she wasn't in it like a whole lot.
I guess not. All right.
She's
He was right.
some cool stuff. Does she become that multi-armed person? Is that right?
No, man.
Oh, okay. Well, you mentioned her name when that shot came up, and I was like,
I just forgot she was in it. Oh, hey, go back real quick. Look at this.
I'll go unpunished.
Those are Ultron bots.
oh, I thought it was like a bunch of Isaacs from the Orville.
No, man. Those are the Ultron bots. Like they're the remember the
yeah.
bots from Age of Ultron?
I do. Yeah, those guys who almost destroyed the world
Yes. Who was invented by who?
by Ultron,
Who was invented by
Vision.
who?
by the Iron Man, right?
Tony Stark? Yep. Iron Man. Yeah. So in this universe, it looks like the Ultron project was a success. So instead of the AI getting all weird with Jarvis and getting all sexy with Jarvis and becoming its own thing and becoming Ultron, Project Ultron was to create a bunch of bots, basically, that would protect the planet, right? In this universe, that was a success. Ultron wasn't created, but the Ultron project was successful, and now they're arresting Doctor Strange, which means in this universe, there is a
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
And you think it's going to be Tom Cruise?
I think it's going to be Supreme Iron Man. And the Iron Man who was able to defeat Thanos because he took a couple of the Infinity Stones. And instead of getting all 5, he incorporated a couple of them into his suit. And he was able to defeat Thanos.
I don't even want to talk about that.
He's the success, basically the successful version of Iron Man.
Okay, there's only one Iron Man. I don't want to hear about other alternate versions of Iron Man.
This is the Patrick Stewart moment, bro.
Oh, okay, let's hear it. Sorry.
We should tell him the truth.
I love how the closed captioning says mystery voice.
Look, it says, we should tell him the truth. Picard Season 2 is about to come out.
Yeah. Listen, guys, this is Marvel Entertainment's YouTube channel. That means that they did the closed captioning.
Right.
And they put in the closed captioning, mystery voice.
Because they didn't think we'd figure it out. Or maybe they wanted it to be an Easter egg. I mean, that voice is unmistakable.
It's unmistakable.
Yeah.
So unless you're telling me that Patrick Stewart is playing a different character in the Marvel universe,
No.
No.
And no, of course not. And he's inside of his brain, obviously. The mysterious voice is coming from there.
No, he's talking to him. See right there.
Oh, he's actually talking to. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought because Magneto or not Magneto, but Dr. X can get in people's heads.
Yeah, Professor X. Yes, he's right there. There's Patrick Stewart's face.
Is it bald?
It's bald. Clearly, there's no hair.
Yeah. Is there do a little like let it go a little bit and come back? So we can kind of see the movement. Yeah, there it is. We saw the back of his head at the very end. It was clean, completely.
Yeah, completely clean.
100%. So X-Men in the movie. I mean, the people that they have listed in this movie so far, they have Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange, Rachel McAdams, Benedict Wong. Of course, Wong's in everything. He's in every darn Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda. Michael Stolberg as Dr. Nicodemus West.
I think that's a Doctor Strange thing.
Okay, and then Chiwetel Ejiofor as Mordo.
Oh, I like that actor, by the way.
He's a good actor. Yeah, he's in a lot of great stuff.
So this moment, by the way, this looks a lot also. If you guys watch the Loki series, this looks a lot like Kang the Conqueror's room at the end of that movie where he's like looking at all the timelines and all that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to go watch that.
Yeah, at some point.
I'm supposed to watch Loki before Strange comes out, right?
I don't know if it's going to play, but I don't see how in the world it won't, because it's literally about like timeline divergence. And there's like a whole organization created for the sole purpose of keeping the timeline intact.
All right, that makes sense.
Things just got out of hand.
That's the bad Strange. Look at him. And it's Sinister Strange. I like how they named
It's Mirror Universe Strange.
It's the Mirror Universe Strange. Yeah, that's what this is. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, they're borrowing from Star Trek. No, what's interesting is that they wrote the captioning because they didn't call it Evil Strange or Ultimate Strange or Doctor. No, it's Sinister Strange, right? Like from the comic books. So that means that when they put Mystery Man or Mystery Voice or whatever, like they're purposely writing that because they couldn't write Professor X.
Well, they don't, and why even have it in the clip? If you know what I'm saying, like we're all going to figure out who it is,
right?
Obviously, so why put Mystery Voice?
Right.
Yeah, just say Professor X.
Oh,
He's like, oh yeah.
See, who is this?
Oh, that's America Chavez.
No, it's not.
I don't know. I'm just guessing at this point.
No, man, that's freaking. That looks like Iron Man to me, dude.
What? Come back. Do it again. Why does that make you think it's Iron Man? It's on fire.
Okay, you're right. Except for part of its body
it's go ahead, sorry.
Part of its body's red.
Yeah.
But then part of its body is blue like Iron Man right in its chest.
Okay, are those arms or chest? Okay, yeah.
And he or she is about to launch a projectile from their arm like Tony does. And it's also blue. So that's Iron Man energy. And we know that Supreme Iron Man uses the Infinity Stones to boost his suit.
Interesting. Can you play it through once?
Yeah. I mean.
Okay, wait. Okay.
You want to start right here?
Yeah.
Here.
This just got out of hand.
Oh, I think there's a skirt on that thing.
Oh, is there?
There's a skirt on there.
Hold up. Let's watch it in slow motion then. I love that YouTube has a slow motion option.
Doesn't mean Iron Man can't be wearing a kilt.
Yeah, dude, Iron Kilt.
The Iron Kilt. That could be a superhero. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Rowdy
Here we
Piper.
go. Look at this. Look at that.
Oh, no. It is Iron Man, dude. Go back. You see the blue, the chest really lights up right here, right there. You see that? The chest is all lit up. So you know that's that's his.
Yeah, that's Iron Man.
Nuclear generator. That's Iron Man.
You're right. So he's all glowy like that because I think it's Supreme Iron Man, and the Supreme Iron Man is using a couple of the Infinity Stones as part of his suit. It's like part of his suit. The way our Tony used them all at the very end to snap everyone back and then died.
Yeah.
He's not using all of them. He's just using a couple of them as part of his suit.
Let's see the hair. Rewind it one more time. Let's see if it's Tom Cruise.
It looks like Tom Cruise hair too.
Let's do the hair. Wait, I'm just gonna look at the hair. You'll know. You know Tom Cruise's hair. That's Tom Cruise, bro.
It's Tom Cruise, bro.
Tom Cruise. That's
It's
Tom Cruise's
Cruise.
hair. You can see from the front. It looks like his hair.
Look at it, and look. He has the same blue energy that coming out of his hands, the same way Tony does, bro.
Oh, dang. Could you be right? Where did we hear that Tom Cruise was in this movie?
Like 2 years ago, it was a joke. Someone made like a Photoshop.
Like 6 months ago, I saw it. Somebody was talking about it.
And look at this person is fighting Wanda.
Scarlet Witch. What's that?
She's fighting. It's fighting Scarlet Witch. Why are we still watching it in slow motion? Jesus.
Why not? You learn more.
I
Wait,
guess you're
Scarlet
right.
Witch, you break the rules.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's talking. So she says, you break the rules.
Break the rules.
Look out!
What's oh, okay.
And become the hero.
Is that him? Is that Strange?
Yeah, it's like, this is an alternate universe. See, this is
Yeah,
interesting.
Save somebody, got it, yeah.
Look at this alternate universe, though. So
the
in the
building back there is all destroyed.
well, no, it's not. It's not destroyed.
What is that?
It's covered in plants.
Oh, all right.
And look,
so
there's like windmills on the top of the
Oh, so they got rid of fossil fuels in that world. Awesome, good job.
in this world.
Look, it's a perfect world. Everybody go live over there now.
In the perfect world, Doctor Strange is the hero,
Yeah.
and his universe they're using like there's no fossil fuels. All the buildings are covered in plant life, and they have
What they're
like
saying is it's a
windmills.
perfect universe.
Right, and look, it's all flowy, and there's like flowers everywhere. It's
Now
beautiful.
he's ruined it by bringing in evil to this perfect universe.
Right.
got it.
I do it, and I become the enemy.
What did that say after that? You do it. I can't see underneath the screen.
Yeah, so basically what she said was, you break the rules and you're a hero. I do it and I become the enemy.
Okay.
So I think she's the bad guy in this.
What did she break the rules for?
Because she's like messing with the timeline or with like physics or whatever, the universe to get her kids back.
Oh, okay. Well, what parent wouldn't?
Yeah, I'd burn the whole world down for my kids.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem fair. Yeah, I don't think that was her that made that explosion.
No.
See, she's the bad guy, right?
Yeah, 100%, dude.
Which
And
I
he's
love
trying
that.
to talk reason into her. Strange. Okay, we're about to lose Wanda.
Oh, here's the Strange. This is interesting. All right, so you need to back this up because look at this. This Strange right here.
Yeah.
In the comic books, there was a zombie Strange. And yeah, so what it was in the comic books, there was a storyline where Strange gets killed. But he's so powerful that he's able to hold his soul together into his dead body with magic.
Got it.
So he doesn't allow his soul to depart. So he's basically dead Doctor Strange.
Okay.
That's what this looks like to me.
Yeah, with a whole bunch of arms. Cool.
Well, I mean, remember he did that though in Infinity War when he was about to fight Thanos. Remember he did that trick where all of his arms came out of his.
Wasn't that a time-related thing, though?
No, he was like making a bunch of versions of himself. Remember?
Oh, mirrors of himself. That's right. I remember
right.
that.
So this is doing the same thing, but they're black because he's dead.
Okay.
So that's what a good copyright claim gets you right here.
Yes, we don't know how much longer we'll be able to break down these videos for you because Brian is fighting every copyright every time.
Yep. Hey, I won the last one.
Oh, the music's by Danny Elfman, though. Now, that's a positive.
Oh, yeah?
Danny Elfman did he's Oingo Boingo lead frontman. He's done all the music for, Tim Burton's Batmans and Nightmare Before Christmas.
Well, there you go.
So that's cool. Good music.
So, are you a little more interested in watching the movie now, Shane?
Yes. The fact that Professor X is in the movie makes me interested in seeing it. And if Tom Cruise is in fact Iron Man, that's worth seeing what the heck's going on.
Can we talk about that Deadpool thing, or you want to save that?
Well, you just kind of said it.
We can always just save it for later.
Well, let's say this. If you guys are watching this, make sure you tune in tomorrow, Friday, for our live show. And we'll be talking about something nobody's found that's possibly in this movie. And hint, hint, I think we just said it. But we'll show you why.
Deadpool related.
Yeah, we'll show you why tomorrow. Good job, Brian, finding that.
Yeah. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but I found it by accident, so it was exciting.
I don't know. I haven't seen it anywhere out there. So, I mean, you might be. You got to really look hard at it to get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, that's it. Let us know what you guys think about this trailer. Hit that comment section and be like, yo, I can't wait to watch Multiverse of Madness, or I don't care anymore. Star Trek Discovery sucks.
which we never talked about in this clip, so there you go.
Yeah, but I think it's funny that like even when we don't talk about Star Trek whatsoever, there's always a comment that says Star Trek Discovery sucks.
That'll be like the new thing, like just every on one of our videos, somebody throw in there that Star Trek Discovery sucks.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you guys tomorrow.